You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Road Rants for Black and White Live. We're going to talk about DeShaun Watson because it looks like it's a wrap down in Houston for the star quarterback. A quarterback that, according to so many ranks out there, is a top 5 quarterback. A lot of people are really high on DeShaun Watson. To be honest with you, I'm pretty high on DeShaun Watson. I don't want to act like the kid's a bad quarterback, but I do question some of his decision-making, and I don't like how he approached wanting to get out of Houston. Because, of course, if you don't remember, he made it about race. And then the Texans went and hired a black head coach, and he decided he still wanted out. Very quickly, make sure you go over and check out Black and White Sports Texas edition on the Newsbreak app, which likely you already have on your phone. Check it out. We cover exclusively Texas sports over there. That's right. A continuing growing brand for us, and I'll leave a link down in the description of this video so you can go over and check us out over there and subscribe. DeShaun Watson trade rumors. Texans insider says QB will never play for Houston again, and I can tell you by who came out with this story, it's a wrap in Houston for DeShaun Watson. The legal situation surrounding Houston Texans quarterback DeShaun Watson has been going on for months and does not appear to have an end in sight at this point. However, it does look like there's a chance Watson's time with the team could be coming to a close, and I think we suspected this. I think we thought it was over there. John McClain, a Texans reporter, the Texans reporter, let's not get confused. John McClain is a 30-year NFL man. Doesn't get the same publicity that Peter King does, but he's Peter King-like in how long he's been around the league. John McClain, Texans reporter for the Houston Chronicle, took to the Twitter to say Watson will never play for the team again. Quote, Watson will never play another down for the Texans, McClain wrote in a tweet on Monday morning, so he has been directly told that. In January, Watson demanded a trade from the Texans, largely due to the process the team went through to hire its new head coach, which did not include Watson to his liking. Shortly after that, allegations of inappropriate behavior began to surface, and multiple women came forward saying that Watson had done inappropriate things to him. I'm cleaning that up for YouTube. Over the last few months, rumors have circulated about Watson possibly being traded to a new team, but no moves have happened to this point, likely due to the fact that possible punishments for Watson in the future are unclear. Of course, the clock is ticking on a trade with the season so close to starting and teams starting to prepare with players they have on their roster. This past Thursday night, Fox News' Jay Glazer addressed the current state of trade talks between the Texans and other teams. Glazer said that Houston is still holding out hope that Watson will be their quarterback in 2021. They're at a standstill because the Texans still think DeShaun Watson's going to end up wanting to play this year. I don't know where they're getting that from, and there have been several teams trying to reach out to them and try to trade for Watson, and they're not calling any of them back. Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio reporting that Houston's asking price was too high. It's way too high for a quarterback that is in a significant amount of trouble right now. The Texans made it known promptly after quarterback DeShaun Watson reported to training camp that they're willing to trade him. The problem was, and still is, that they want too much. Per league stores, Texans still haven't softened their trade expectations despite the lingering uncertainty of his career, and that's where the entire problem is. They don't know what kind of punishment he's looking at from not only a criminal side of this thing, but from the NFL. You got to understand, Watson could settle this out of court, and Roger Goodell could step in and still suspend him for 8 games, for 16 games. And never mind the timeline, and we've talked about this, the timeline involved in solving all this. We're talking about a deposition for these women won't start until September. Okay? And then my understanding is DeShaun Watson depositions won't start until February after the Super Bowl. And there's been reports, timelines out there involving the fact that Watson may not play this year or next year. We're looking at 2 seasons down the drain. 2 seasons gone. So, and that's if more sinister things don't come about. I've said the kid can play physically, and it seemed like he was absolutely a franchise quarterback. But then you had the issue coming out about I want a trade. And instead of just saying the Texans organization is a dumpster fire, I want out of here. And I got to be honest with you. Normally I side on the side of the franchises. And my biggest problem is he signed a massive deal just a few months before deciding he wanted to trade. I don't understand why you do that if you want out of town. Okay? However, then I had a massive problem with the way he went about doing it and pulling race into the issue. There was no need for that. None. Why go around and say I want to exclusively play for a black quarterback? You're saying you don't want to play for Kyle Shanahan? Or for John Gruden or some of these offensive guru guys? Stop that nonsense. That's stupid. So I started having a problem with Watson there. And then all these sinister activities came out, and it changed everything. In my opinion, DeShaun Watson looks like a scumbag. It floors me that so many teams supposedly are calling the Texans wanting to trade for him. I wouldn't touch that guy, no way. Because I've said before, and I'll say it again. Do you want your franchise quarterback behaving like this away from the field? I mean, really? Tom Brady, would he do this? Peyton Manning, would he do this? Drew Brees, well, we all know about Drew Brees, but far as his actual conduct and involving sinister things like Watson's involved with, no, Drew Brees wouldn't be involved with this. Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, no. Okay, extremely, extremely poor judgment from somebody that's supposed to be the on-field CEO of a team. Again, do not sleep on the Philadelphia Eagles in this, though. They could make a trade. Not only could they make a trade, but they could do it with provisions attached to the picks. In other words, we will give you 3 first-round picks, but if he doesn't see the field in 2021, that drops to 3 third-round picks. And if he doesn't see the field in 2022, that drops to 3 6th-round picks. Okay? There could be provisions there. Whether or not the Texans are willing to agree to such a thing, I don't know. It seems to me like they now have a very, very bad commodity. And yeah, you know what? The Texans are a complete dumpster fire. I've never seen a franchise make the playoffs so many years in a row just fall off a cliff. It's crazy. Peace. I'm out.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.